For your hand drawing warm-up, what you're going to begin with is getting all these Prismas out of your set. You may not need all of them, just depending on which skin tones that you're going to be working with. These are the ones that you would want to select. So the Tuscan Red is not in your set. You will be borrowing that from your teacher and returning it when you're finished. And you'll begin practicing some skin tones. You'll need to draw out your hand first, and let's talk about how to start doing that. So from observation, put your hand in a position where you feel most comfortable. And I'm choosing this image for my demo. But what you want to do is use a combination of blind contour and observation to follow all the cracks and crevices around your hand. You want to look for positive and negative space, the shape of the negative space that is between some of the areas so that you can get all of the correct proportions. So that is step one. You're going to be drawing out your hand, just the contour in your sketchbook. And then the next step will be to take your sienna brown and you'll begin shading all of your shadowed areas, and you'll go from dark to light with your sienna brown. So what I'm doing right now is I'm looking at just all of these shadowed areas. I'm going to add in all of the dark areas first with my sienna brown. And then once I've established all of those areas that have shadows with the sienna brown, I'm going to take the orange and layer on top of it. Hands do have quite a bit of texture on them, so there might be some areas where you can actually use some hatching to put in the shading. It really just depends on the surface texture of your hand, so just be very selective about whether you use smooth shading or textured shading. So before you begin to jump into layering these colors, you do want to practice on the side. So you'll begin with your 945 and then you can layer up with your 918 orange. So if I was going to practice on the side, I might do something that's, dark to light, and then very softly with the orange begin to layer. Depending on your skin tone of your choice, what you want to practice, you might need to add a little bit of red or a little bit of yellow, a little bit of dark brown, just depending on skin tone. There's a wide variety of skin tones. This is the Tuscan Red that I'm adding on the very edge here. Blending that in. And then I'm going to take the white to blend these together. Remember, the more sharpened the tip of your pencil is, the smoother the blend will come out. So you want to practice this in your sketchbook. You want to practice your skin tones. And it's okay to have a bunch of splotches of practice around it. Okay, so that is the beginning of this process. And after I put in all my values, I'll come back and I'll show you how to layer the rest of it.